Alright, in life there will be a lot of ups and downs, but you always have that one person that will constantly be there to help you get through it. And that person for me is my mom, Crystal Newton. She just got married. Her name is Janae Evans. My mother was born October 25th, 1980 to Michael and Carolyn. When my mom was a kid, her dad and her mom split up. She lived with her mom for a while. Her mom was on meds. She had like a disease, schizophrenia, and just was crazy. So that caused my mom and her to always clash and never see down the wrong path. And her mom kicked my mom out the house. That's when my mom moved in with her dad and her stepmom. During that time period, she was at Dunbar at first, then she transferred to Bryan Station. She graduated from Bryan Station. While she was there, she met her closest friends to this day, and they turned out to be her sisters. When my mom graduated, she didn't go straight to college. My mom never had the best parents growing up. They didn't really care what she did or where she was. They would just let her go on her own, they would just let her go on her own. And the only person that tried to help her get down on the right path was her stepmother. Growing up, like I said, she didn't have much rules, so she was able to do whatever she wanted. She could go out in the middle of the night, take a car when she wasn't supposed to. Like I said, my mom didn't go straight to college after high school because her parents didn't push her. They didn't motivate her to like say, you can be better than we were. You can get a great job and have a great family. But she ended up having a great family. That's me. And I have 3 other sisters. She ended up going back to college when she was 30 something. She graduated, got her master's and stuff from Sullivan University. So when she didn't go straight to college, she got pregnant at the age of 21 with me by my father, Byron Smith. I was born February 4th, 2002. And at that point, when I was born, my father was not at the hospital. He was locked up in jail. So growing up, my mother was a single parent because my dad wasn't really there that much. Then my stepdad came into my life when I was 16 months old. He was always there to help my mom when she needed it, but half of the time, it was hard for my mom to raise a kid and not have a college degree and just find a job to work at. But she always managed to put clothes on my body, food in my stomach, and have a roof over my head. There were some days where my mom didn't eat much. She didn't have much just to make sure I was okay, to make sure that I'd be fine. When I was growing up, I wanted to start playing basketball, football, and baseball. Since I wanted to do that, she had to take time out of her day to take me to practice, spend money to give me the best gear that I wanted. My mom would work hard and take care of me. Then a couple years later, she had another kid, which is my little sister Ariel. She had her with my stepdad. So she started taking care of 2 kids other than herself. She never complained about taking care of us or getting everything we wanted because she loved us. My stepdad was in our life. Like I said, he was there for me when I was 16 months old. He never left my mom. There was a couple problems that they had. He ended up going to jail too for a couple of years, so he was out in his daughter's life for a couple of years and out of my life. I look at him like my actual dad. Me and him have a closer relationship than I have with my actual father. So my mom would work even harder, take more hours out of work just to put clothes and food on the table, on our back, and food on the table for us. While taking care of 2 kids, I was still able to play the sports that I wanted to and have the best gear. Then a couple years later, my mom and my stepdad had another daughter, that's Taryn. She's the youngest. So there's 3 kids my mom is taking care of now, other than herself. So she found a job. She worked at KU for like 15 years. That's downtown. That's the electric company. She's an accountant. She says she loves the job. She also just got a second job at the UK hospital to provide more. She gets up at 7 o'clock in the morning and doesn't get off until 4:30. And then she still maintains to come home and cook dinner for us. And like I said, she doesn't complain. As my mom was raising me, she always told me, work for everything and don't just take handouts from people because that's not making a living. I've been hearing that for my whole life because when you grow up, everyone's just not going to give you everything. My mom has always put her children's needs in front of her own. An example of that is she sending me to LCA throughout my whole high school career. That's been a huge sacrifice to our family for financial. But she's doing it because she wants me to have a better education and a better life when I grow up and when I leave high school. She wants me to go straight to college. So like I said, this speech was for my mother. Thank you.